thing that he could lay his eyes on, finally found the wonders of literature. But in his junior year in the seminary, Bebong was called by the chaplain. He was advised to try the world outside. That was when he went to the Ateneo de Davao University, where he took AB English, major in literature and minor in philosophy. Here, he studied under Ida Rivera Ford. With her, the literature that Bebong once just read and just played in his mind was put to action. And stage drama became the second thing that Bebong loves. It is from these experiences that Bebong got his skill in script writing and dramatic dialogue. And all those students whom he trained in dramatic dialogue and declamation won silver or gold, and that includes my mom. And if there is someone who did not quite make it in the end, it is me. I was a bit stubborn and did not follow what he taught to the letter. And I did not win in the declamation contest in the region. But I learned from that failure. The year after, I won in the smart talking contest, thanks to Mom Irene. Back to Bebong. It was while he was studying in Ateneo that he met his younger sister, Anna's closest friend. Her name is Rodora. They went steady for 3 years, after which they decided to tie the knot and settle down. This young married couple started from the bottom. Bebong's first job was a clerk in the provincial treasurer's office. That time, Oya was still looking for a job. When she found none after some trials, she was forced to approach Mr. Chofilo Gomez, the then division superintendent. Oya is a state scholar for 4 years in college, and it was Mr. Gomez who guided her and helped her process her monthly allowances and benefits and the documents she was required to submit within those 4 years. It was Mr. Gomez who followed her up every semester, making sure she made good grades. And when she approached him for the job, Mr. Gomez not only gave her a job in the Davao Oriental Provincial Hospital, he also gave Bebong a teaching job in the then Banay-Banay Municipal High School. That time, Bebong was just an undergraduate in AB English. Mr. Gomez did advise him to finish his education, but with their 3 children coming one after the other, and with the salary so low in the Marcos regime, finishing a college education was not an option. One of the friends that Bebong gained in Banay-Banay is Mrs. Dolores Jaime. It was Mrs. Jaime who advised him to transfer to the elementary, where promotion is much faster. It was that transfer that forced Bebong to finish his college education. And when he finally graduated from the Ateneo de Davao University in 1999, his second daughter, Christine, also graduated in high school. It came as a big surprise to his children that Bebong, whom they thought to be a good and competent teacher and had accomplished a lot, was in reality an undergraduate. And if there was one good advice that Bebong gave his children that time, it was for them not to do what he did. And thank God they did not. In the elementary, Bebong rose in rank. He started as multi-grade teacher with the position of Teacher 1 in Dinagsaan. And after passing the qualifying exam, he was promoted to the position of Principal 1. Later, he qualified for the reclassification standard in 5 months before he tendered his resignation. He was promoted to Principal 2. The decision to resign early is not something hard for Bebong. Foremost in his mind is to be with Oya, and he could not imagine letting her go alone to the foreign land. Well, that's what Bebong said. And now you may ask, is he telling the truth? If you ask me, I will say yes. I had spent years with them and had seen them and had seen that where Oya is, Bebong will be there. And I couldn't imagine one without the other. I have some fears though. Do you know that Oya had to push him so that he would take a bath during cold days? And now that he is in the US of A, I really wonder if he is taking a bath regularly. Looking back, Bebong would often say that if there are people who had touched him a lot and who had molded him to what he is today, he could only think of just two, Lola Odette and Sister Loretta Hariman. Lola Odette taught him what love really is: self-sacrificing, unconditional, and boundless. Sister Loretta, on the other hand, introduced him to what a good Christian ought to be, and she ushered her to the seminary where he received teachings and enlightenment which guided him in the later years, even up to now. But I really wonder, where is Oya in all these years? Perhaps Bebong missed to see her clearly because she is the wind beneath his wings. In all of Bebong's victories and defeats, Oya is at his side. Bebong and Oya has 3 children. My mom, Anna May, a UPLB graduate and now a rural finance specialist at the Catholic Relief Services. Christine, a registered nurse who once worked as an administrative assistant in Abu Dhabi but decided to come home and is now connected with mom's birthing home. And Carl Xavier, a software engineer now based in Abu Dhabi, UAE, and is married to Rona Rivera. They have 3 children. They have 3 grandchildren. Me, Dana Margaret, a 6th grader in Ateneo. Rupert Carol, 4 years old, and Rafael Carlos Francis, 6 months old. Have you noticed? None of his children followed his footsteps. But you know, one of my dreams is to be a teacher like you someday. And last time, I even spent some time teaching. And do you know who my pupil is? Who else but Bebong? He would sit in front of me while I do some explaining of the lessons we earlier had in school. And I tell you, he is a good pupil. When I say jump, he jumps. When I say sit, he sits. And he listens attentively and answers my question correctly. In our family, we have that book, Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne, which Bebong stole from the Marino Library. It was the first book he read, and all the family members read it. We call it our national book. We also have our national poem. It is Invictus by William Ernest Henley, and all of us memorized it. The words might just come empty as we play that poem in our minds, but the last 2 verses would always leave their mark. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And those are the words that we live by through the years. And through all those past years, I know that the DepEd family, especially those who were his students once, had touched him and had contributed much to what he is today. To all of you, from all of us, thank you very much.
Gusto mo